Hello everybody. A very fine good morning to all of you from South Africa here in the Eastern Cape province at Amakhala Game Reserve. And we're starting off very nicely with two young jackals having a good old time playing and biting each other, which is quite nice. Morning everybody. My name is Andrew, and Morgan, he's behind the camera this morning. We're doing very well. We hope you are too. And we look forward to showing you some cool animals here in Amakhala Game Reserve. Awesome stuff. So Morgan and I were just discussing earlier on, because remember back in the day we had that den site of the jackals that were growing up in that hole in the ground, which was not far from us, but they did change their den sites a couple of times. But we reckon that these two are the pups or the offspring of those adults when we used to watch them at that den site. I hope it's them because they are doing very well. They're looking very fit and healthy, and they are playing with one another quite nicely, which is a typical jackal thing to do when they're growing up. Most canines are doing this. He's walking around biting the plants. The one was rolling around in elephant dung and even put a few mouthfuls of elephant dung in the mouth, which is quite funny to watch. So we've managed to find two secretary birds walking around here. We're trying to figure out where their nest is because we did get reports from Don that the nest is somewhere around here. But if we just stick with them for long enough, they'll surely lead us to the nest. Oh, can't wait. It's going to be exciting if we can find it. And, you know, we can monitor it like we did with the last nest and get to know the chicks and get to see all of those activities. That would be really cool. But at the moment, it looks like they're very much on a mission, just looking for food on the forage. And they're going to walk around, stomping their feet on the ground quite loudly. And then any of the rodents and reptiles that try and scuttle off, they'll just run up to it and kick it. Now this is a good time for snakes to come out because it's nice and warm day and the roads are going to start warming up, and these secretary birds are going to take advantage of that. The black feathers going halfway down the legs, they are beautiful creatures, aren't they? Look at that one's beak. There we go. This is awesome.
Look at this, how cute it is. Baby elephant. Magic. Unbelievable. The two of them here, they join us here. It's really amazing. Look at how they use the trunk and able to copy what the mother doing, getting a scent of us, myself and BK. They just run away from us. Such a magic and beautiful, beautiful youngster. I believe that they copy from the mother, actually coming close to your vehicle. We've been here before this elephant gets in here, and also they encourage by the mothers to come so close. And how actually they're going to grow up, knowing that the vehicle is not going to interfere with their lives, is something that is amazing and beautiful. It's unbelievable. I would love to see the youngster all the time, very close to your vehicle. That tells we have the best generation of an elephant that will be in the area. Look a little bit aggressive, but it's in the nature of a young man, especially if it's the first time for him to be in an area where vehicles are moving and joining the herd itself. The reason we are in an open system, remember, these animals, they move from one area to another, most especially if they come from the area where there's no vehicle activity that much, in the area maybe east of Kruger National Park, where they hardly don't see vehicles. They behave like this. You can see him nodding the head. Is to show that really we're in a space where he's trying to warn us that we might be getting close to him. We joined this elephant group which are coming down and wallow. As you can see, that young male he gave us a little bit of attitude early on. He's now lying on the mud. It's really interesting to see elephant lying down. That he's able to kick himself in the mud, the underbelly, And also we've seen the female treading the mud and able to really put the mud on top of his back and also underneath the belly. The only thing that elephants really do this is to cool down the body system and also make sure that all the time the parasite that likes to parasite on the skin, they can able to get free from them by taking themselves. If there's any ticks, it will be suffocated and it will be released. Relieve easy on that way. So now, so you can see quite a lot of flies at the moment. Elephant try as much as they can to limit those in order to kick all the cracks that you can see on the body system of an elephant that helps when the water is in the body to come down easily, cool down the system. So sometimes we find irritating flies that don't like even parasiting on that and able to damage the skin. So it's more important for elephant to wallow, more important for elephant to go down to the water hole on a daily basis. The male, it look like now at the moment, he's trying to get time to relax. He's been busy all day long, I mean, at night. So it could be the right spot for him to lie down, cooling down the body system and also relaxing all the muscles of the trunk and the body system that have been using in the course of a night and able to collect food around in the area. Really amazing. We covered with the elephant from left to right. This is the right time for elephant. Also coming down to the water and from here preparing for a journey which we don't know where they're gonna go. Maybe they're aiming to head more to the east in particular area where they believe that it will be a viability of healthy food. Of course, you can hear the trumpeting. It's nice to listen to the sound.
I mean, since I've been here, I've seen them at least every second day. Maybe from a distance, maybe just briefly, but I've seen them here in this area and a little bit further down. So it's such a pleasure. And I think it's a good way to end our time together here. We've had, again, a beautiful sunrise safari. Thank you so much for being with us. Now they're still there just in the distance, slowly walking away. They're great at walking away from us. But they never seem to run. They never seem to be scared of the vehicle. It's almost as if their comfortability circle, needs to be a little wider, and that's okay. We're very happy to give it to them. And as they slowly walk off yet again to the middle bits of quarantine, it's time to say goodbye. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I hope you'll be ready to bumble later this afternoon. We'll see you then. Bye for now.